I had my pieces ready. They took one look at me and said I was too old.
Them's the breaks, matey. There'll be plenty more auditions. If you don't fit the look they want, they're not interested.
He's just trying to help. After all, he's been on TV heaps.
Do you actually like this guy, Min?
He's okay. He's kind of nerdy, but he's really sincere.
And if you're worried about her loyalty, I can tell you right now, Mr. Leach will not get a look in.
She thinks he's all right.
Well, he is all right. But you're her dad.
Can't you guess?
Friend of Spot the Dogs.
No, heaps better. You're looking at the star of the new ad for Bernie's Bargain Bazaar. I got a job, second time out. Well, come on, someone say something.
Bernie's Bargain Bazaar.
That is terrific. Congratulations.
Yeah, great. So, what happened at this audition?
Well, it was really cool. I had to say a few lines to see what my voice was like.
So you're talking in this masterpiece?
I hope so. Plus then I had to do some improv.
In what?
Improvisation, of course.
So you didn't need your Titania speech?
No, I got the job straight away.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Pretty quick, wasn't it?
It was much easier because Bernie was there.
Was he?
He just picked me on the spot and then drove me home afterwards.
What, he's here now?
Yeah, he's just parking the car. Anyway, I've got to ring Dora.
Time I was going.
See you, Johnny.
Heard the good news?
Certainly have.
Yep. Thought you'd be happy.
Delirious.
You want to make small talk, or shall I chat amongst myself? Today wasn't as bad as you think, Connie.
Man, Chatfield.
We just keep quietly pushing our case. I mean, you were protecting Manny and Rebecca. Jury haven't picked that up by now, plus the fact that Anthony was a very dangerous young man.
Well, that's the last thing Chatfield wants them to think.
Sure, but then that's his job.
Is there a late flight to South America tonight?
Sorry, buddy. It's your big day tomorrow. I better hit the road and go through my notes.
Do you have to go?
Well, yes, I do.
One coffee.
Marj, you can't just leave it at that. You want to have another child.
That's right. Laurie and I had a long discussion about it last night.
But you can't.
We most certainly can. We're still young at heart, and that's the main thing.
But you've always been dead against IVF.
Well, the Italians are Catholics, you know. Actually, I'm talking about fostering. Ciao, Judy.
All right. Thanks for coffee.
Look, it's still early. Stay for another.
Not if I want to get any sleep tonight.
Have a Milo then.
No, I really should get going.
Should you?
It's a big day in court for both of us tomorrow. Look what kind of coffee's done to me.
Here, let me. You know, Caitlin, you are so amazing. You are so organised, so confident, and so clumsy.
Oh, it's just an act. Get people's defences down.
Well, it's working. You know, I've come to rely on you.
Oh, that's what lawyers are for.
No, you're more than just my lawyer.
Oh, no.
Look, let me finish. This has been the worst time of my life, you know. And if it hadn't been for you, I just don't know how I would have got through it.
No, don't.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry, honey. I'd like to, but we both know the dangers.
What dangers?
Last thing we need right now is for things to get compromised.
You think it'll make any difference?
We're both under a huge amount of pressure at the moment.
Look, is that the reason why you think I'm attracted to you?
Let's just wait and see, shall we? Till after the trial. Good night.
Oh, Michael. Just dropped in to wish you luck for tomorrow.
Not good luck. Good management.
So things running smoothly at the clinic?
Locum's doing fine. You just concentrate on what you have to do for tomorrow.
He's going to be terrific.
I know.
And you're working on a glowing character reference for when I call you?
Absolutely. The most conscientious and responsible surgeon I've ever had the pleasure of working with.
Don't suppose she changed her mind overnight.
What do you think? You should have seen her after you left.
The words hyperactive chook sprang to mind.
And the rest. Honestly, I couldn't get her to go to bed. Up and down all night.
Pretty convenient though, wasn't it? The ad being for your pal Bernie.
Meaning what exactly?
Oh, come on, Ellen, wake up. It's obvious he gave her the part to weasel his way into her good books.
So what if he did?
What if she's not really up to it?
Well, you were the one that was encouraging her, telling her how talented she is.
Well, she is.
Well, let her get on with it. And leave the big green-eyed monster at home.
I just don't want to see the kid get hurt, that's all. At least someone's looking out for her.
What are you darling? He slammed his toe on the door.
Don't ask.
Still warm.
Help yourself.
There you go, Otis. One muffin with a double dose of butter. I'll just get you that coffee.
Otis, before you get comfortable, can you do me a big favour?
I am comfortable. What?
Do you mind doing a few obs for me before you do the drugs? I wouldn't ask, but I've got 3 washes to do and my admissions to...
Tiffany, I haven't even started the drug rounds yet.
And Ellen let you on a break. Lucky old you. Please. Pretty please with a cherry on top.
All right. Hold the coffee, Lionel. Here.
Otis?
Another satisfied customer?
Tastes fine to me.
Hey, is Warwick Preston all sorted out now?
He's doing well.
Otis tells me you gave chocolates.
I might have.
Must have hurt to be shown up by a humble nurse.
Well, if you ask me, he's way too good to be a nurse.
Well, thank you very much.
Hey, present company accepted, of course.
No, I have to go anyway. I've been summoned to a meeting with Deputy Doc.
Who?
Chris, our new Associate Medical Director. As if I didn't have enough on my plate.
And I remind the jury that to find the accused, Dr. Honiropata, guilty of murder, the Crown must prove beyond reasonable doubt that he intended to kill or cause grievous bodily harm to the deceased, Anthony Comini. However, the defence will show that he had no such intent and was acting in defence of his nephew, Hamana Atatahi. The jury should also remember that defence of another, like self-defence, is a complete defence to the charge of murder. Your Honour, the defence calls its first witness, Dr. Honiropata.
Do you swear by Almighty God that the evidence you give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I thought you needed them urgently.
Just an excuse to see you.
Morning, Mail.
Marj, how are you?
Top of the world, Jen. Absolutely top of the world.
You and Laurie not having second thoughts?
We most definitely are not. Talk to you at lunch.
Something exciting happening in the lives of our neighbours. Let me guess. They've had a chameleon named after them.
Marj already has, actually. No, they're planning to foster a child.
Marj and Laurie?
Oh, I know, it's a big step.
That was the kid I was thinking about. Imagine being stuck with people their age.
Excuse me? They're intelligent, they're healthy, they've raised 7 children between them. I'd say they were perfect.
They should be hanging out for a peaceful retirement.
Don't write people off just because they're over 50. I wish I had half Marj's courage.
You okay?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't I be?
You're not still a bit sensitive about...
Oh, it's got nothing to do with that. I just don't like to hear my friends being put down.
Ah, Otis, just the man. Could you stitch Mr. Mickelson's wound for me, Ward 1?
Oh, great.
Yeah, Tiffany said you'd help.
I bet she did.
Is there a problem?
This is the second time today she's done work on me.
So, does she do this quite often?
She paints herself as little Miss Efficient, but I'll tell you what she's best at, dumping her dirty work onto other people.
Oh, go on.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, it does. How can I do anything to solve staffing problems unless I know all the details?
So you hurried to the exam room.
Yes.
What did you see when you got there?
I saw Pity on the bed. A fight was going on. Rebecca was terrified. She was yelling at them to stop.
A fight?
Yes, and Mr. Comini was laying into Minnie.
Deceased was hitting your nephew.
Yes.
Did you think he was in danger of losing his life?
Your Honour. Yes, don't lead, Miss Hennessy.
Your Honour. What was your impression of the gravity of Kamini's attack on your nephew, Dr. Opata?
Well, I could see Ant was likely to cause serious injury to Minnie.
What did you do next, Dr. Opata?
I hit him.
Did you consider this action carefully before you did it?
Well, it all happened so fast, I didn't have time to think. I could see a man hammering my nephew. I had to stop him. It was a reflex action.
Well, you should know by now that the Kennedys is no place to have a secret rendezvous.
There's nothing to hide. Sam and I are just friends.
Oh, sure. Well, you could do much worse. He may not be a doctor, but he's a lovely guy.
Doesn't matter what he is. I've gone right off romance.
I'll bite your tongue, girl.
Always ends in tears before bedtime.
Or after, if you time it right.
Honestly, that jumped up, pompous little Warner twerp.
Well, not my twerp, Warner, I trust.
No, baby Doc. It seems I am to be summoned into his luminous presence once a month.
What for?
To discuss my nurses, staff levels and performance.
What the hell would Chris Warner know about nurses' performance? Well, this side of the bedroom door, anyway.
You tell me.
I mean, it's ridiculous. You're not going to put up with it, are you?
Well, we might not have a choice. Look, Carmen, do you mind? I need to have a word with Tiffany.
Oh, sure.
Stuart,
Mum.
you know Lulu?
Yeah, I know Lulu.
How would you feel if Laurie and I were to foster her?
Foster Lulu.
Oh, you don't like the idea?
Bit out of the blue. She's had a tough time, Mum.
Yeah, all the more reason. I mean, she's not happy with her aunt, and I think we could give her what she needs.
Oh, have you spoken to her about this?
Yeah, she's all for it.
Well, I've always said you make someone a good mum. Yeah, go for it.
Well, let's hope the social welfare feel the same way.
After you hit Comedy and you tried in vain to resuscitate him, what happened next?
We started working on Pity.
So in spite of what happened, you went straight into surgery. Why was that?
We had no choice. We would have had 2 deaths. I mean, well, perhaps I shouldn't have, but I was still in shock.
And you felt it was your duty?
Well, that's one of the responsibilities you take on, to treat patients, no matter how you feel.
How are you this morning, Mr. Preston?
Well, this might sound stupid, but is today Wednesday?
No, it's Friday.
Joking.
Do you understand exactly what happened to you?
Well, this will make you laugh. The doctors reckon it's the old DTs. I mean, what would they know, eh?
I think you should listen to them. If there is a problem with alcohol, you have to take it seriously. A social worker here can put you onto some help agencies.
But me and the AA? Yeah, I'll tell you what, Otis, I'll think about it when I get out, eh?
Okay, but do think about it.
Otis, how could you do that?
Do what?
What do you think? Someone has made an official complaint about me offloading work onto other nurses. Ring any bells?
What do you mean, an official complaint?
I mean, they're not going to renew my contract.
I got Chris chucking his weight around, Tiffany in a state in the office, and a certain male nurse I'd like to punch out.
Good day, huh?
Brilliant. I suppose you get this sort of thing all the time.
There's a big difference. In my business, I'm the boss, and everyone knows it. I'd hate being piggy in the middle like you.
Yeah, it's not a position I enjoy.
Well, as long as it doesn't put you off your lunch, I'm starving.
Listen, I was meaning to thank you for giving Minnie that part.
Well, she earned it.
She did? You didn't just give it to her because she's my daughter?
Get off. Can't afford to be sentimental on my profit margins.
You mean that?
No favouritism, Ellen, I promise you. Minnie got the job because she was spot on for the target market and she did a good audition. No other reason.
That's good.
Still, the deal hasn't quite gone through yet.
Why? What's the problem?
That agent of hers seems to be the fly in the ointment, holding out for more money.
Her agent?
Yeah. Do you know who it is?
I'm wondering whether there's an agent behind the agent.
What?
Johnny.
What are they going to ask me? This Children and Young Persons Service.
Don't worry about it, Marj. You'll fly through.
You should see the application forms they sent me. Pages of them.
It's bureaucracy, that's all.
You know that Green Card movie? Locked in separate rooms, asking all sorts of personal questions.
They want to know that you and Laurie have a good, stable relationship and you relate to young people, that's all.
Oh, dear. Hey, what's that music channel on the TV called?
Settle, Marj. With your track record, they'll be more than satisfied.
I did not make a complaint about Tiffany.
Really? It sounded that way to me.
I was a bit teed off. It wasn't meant to be anything official.
I'm sorry, Otis, but as associate director of this clinic, I have to keep an eye on potential problem areas.
So if I moan about the weather, you'd write a report about it?
It is my responsibility to make sure the whole nursing team is running smoothly.
You exaggerated what I said. I did not mean it seriously.
It was a serious matter. You did the right thing bringing it to my attention.
You cannot get rid of her because of me.
Don't worry, Otis. No decision has been made about Tiffany's future yet.
That's not what she thinks.
I'm trying to do what's best for the clinic. Now, excuse me.
Congratulations, Caitlin. Not a bad morning's work.
I wasn't unhappy, Andrew.
No, you did very well for a beginner. After lunch, you can see an expert at work.
Well, he was a real pro, eh?
And you were fantastic.
Thanks. I was afraid to get my hopes up. But for the first time, I think we might be okay.
When did they decide this?
Yesterday. They ran it past Lulu and she thought it was terrific, so it was a done deal.
Well, as long as they can get it past social welfare.
It's a hoot, eh? The brash bunch.
Well, I hope Marj can cope with Lulu. I mean, she's not exactly brimming with street cred.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe her and Laurie draw the curtains and boogie down to Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, no. Well, maybe Lulu can learn to love Frank Sinatra given time.
But hey, if I was Lulu, I couldn't think of anyone better to look after me.
Absolutely. Tiffany!
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, mate. What's up?
They're not going to renew my contract.
But I thought that Alan was more than happy with you.
Somebody's made a complaint about me.
Who?
Otis.
Otis?
The little rat.
I don't think he meant to. I'd say the real person behind it is Chris.
Now, Lionel, have you thought it over yet?
What?
What he says. Those unbreakable glasses we were talking about.
I may have mentioned this. I'm not interested.
Not interested? Didn't you look at those figures? I tell you, you're throwing away over $20 a week.
Even so...
Is it the colours you don't like? Why don't you say so? Look, I've got a range of...
Look, that has nothing to do with it. This is a quality establishment. I will not lower the tone with plastic utensils.
Your loss? Oh, Johnny. Glad I bumped into you. This fee they're asking for Minnie's ad, it's a bit steep, isn't it?
I don't think it's a good idea to discuss that with you. Talk to your agent.
Be a bit quicker and easier if we thrash it out now and get it over with.
Sorry, that's our agent's job.
What sort of commission is this agent of hers charging?
That's none of your business.
It's becoming my business. I can always ask Minnie if you're going to be a blockhead.
Her commission's 30%.
Well, there you are. She's being ripped off, isn't she?
You know all about rip-offs.
Standard agent's fee is 10%. 1-0. Any more, and she's either the best agent in the world or a crook. Which do you think?
If you think I believe anything that you
Mate,
say...
I'm dealing with these turkeys all the time. Now, if you cared for Minnie, you go out and get her a better agent, quick, smart.
Are you saying you care more for Minnie than I do? You jumped up, little barrack.
Hey, that's enough. No one's trying to take your place with Minnie. Got that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I haven't finished. I've got 2 pieces of advice for you. One is cool down, and the other is grow up.
When you entered the room, Mr. Comedy was punching your nephew, is that correct?
Yes.
How many times did he hit him? Once? Twice?
I don't know for sure.
But you were there?
Yes, but I didn't see the...
You didn't see Mr. Comedy hit your nephew?
Well, no, but he was about to.
Now, let's move on to your relationship with Mr. Comedy.
There was no relationship.
But you had met him before the night he was killed?
Yes, once or twice.
In fact, you and he had played pool together. Why was that?
It was a sort of challenge.
A challenge?
Well, if I won, Ant would stay away from Minnie.
A rather unorthodox way to settle a dispute, wouldn't you say?
Objection, Your Honour.
Mr. Chatfield, I must admit I'm a little unclear where this line of questioning's leading.
Relevant to the history of animosity between the parties, Your Honour.
I'll allow it. Continue, Mr. Chatfield.
Could you tell the jury why your nephew was staying with you in the first place?
Minnie had been in trouble before.
At home, on the East Coast?
Yes, and after that I promised the family that I'd look after him.
I see. Your family's opinion is important to you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How important?
Objection, Your Honour.
Let's put it another way, Mr. Chatfield.
Let me ask you this, Dr. Ropetter. Would you feel that you had let your family down if Hamana got into trouble again?
I don't quite follow.
Is it correct to say that your prestige and standing with your family, your mana, would be threatened if you failed in this responsibility?
It's possible, yes.
You disapproved of your nephew's association with Mr. Comene, didn't you?
Yes.
Did you comment to anyone else about what lengths you would go to stop them from getting together?
I can't remember.
I remind you of Rebecca Frost's evidence, in which she said that you told her you would do anything to stop them from getting together. You would do anything. Do you remember saying that?
Yes, I might have.
What What do you think?
Well, very dramatic, Marj.
You don't like it, do you?
No, well, yes, I do, but a bit young, don't you think?
Well, I'm just petrified the social worker will think I'm out of touch and that we can't get on with young people.
Me too. I've been listening to some of Nick's CDs. Interesting.
Yes, I like the beat.
Come on, they're ghastly. They sound like traffic accidents.
We're being ridiculous, aren't we?
I think so. Look, if they don't like us like we are, well, it's just too bad.
It's not just us, is it?
No, that's true.
We've got to be accepted for Lulu's sake as well.
Who does he think he is? You should see Tiffany. She's such a mess.
I know, she took it really hard, didn't she?
Well, what do you expect? Chris is deliberately using his position to get at her.
I don't like the situation any more than you do.
Yeah, but it must be like wrongful dismissal or breach of contract or something.
You're not going to let him get away with it, are you?
Don't worry, I'll do my best.
Yeah, well, we'll back you up.
Oh, and as for you...
Where's your loyalty?
Alan, could I see you alone?
Mind your back.
If you were having problems with Tiffany, why didn't you come to me about it?
Because it wasn't any big deal. It wasn't. I was hecked off with her, like everyone gets annoyed with the people they work with sometimes. It wasn't meant to be anything official.
Well, you've certainly given Chris a lot of ammo.
He's just using me to get back at her for dumping him.
I don't doubt it. Now, I need you to put down in writing exactly what happened.
Okay. At least it's helped me make a big decision.
What?
I'm giving up nursing.
Otis, you make a brilliant nurse.
Thanks, but I've made up my mind. I'm going to be a doctor.
We've heard about this blow, this single blow which you struck Mr. Kamene. A blow to the septum. Doctor, in simple layman's terms, could you explain this blow to the jury?
Objection, Your Honour. My client is hardly a pathologist.
Your Honour, I would say as an orthopaedic surgeon, he is almost an expert witness.
I think he's qualified to answer. Go ahead, please, Dr. Ropata.
The septum is the bridge of the nose, a bone that's part of the skull. If struck with sufficient force, that bone can be driven into the brain.
Causing considerable damage?
Yes, it would cause a major hemorrhage, which can't be operated on.
Meaning the recipient of such a blow would die?
Yes.
You knew this blow would kill Mr. Kamene, didn't you?
No, it happened so fast.
It's true that you've had some experience in this area.
Not really.
Not really? You've done some boxing in your time, haven't you, Dr. Ropata? Dr. Ropata?
A bit, yes, but it was only...
While living on the East Coast, you were in fact the Tai Rafferty boxing champion 3 years in a row. Isn't that true, Dr. Ropata?
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
This program was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.